I'm not naive. I would rather just be optimistic. I'm aware that the majority of people don't want other people to succeed. And that's not being pessimistic, that's just being realistic. I want to reiterate this. I write all this down for me. I write this down so that I know that all of these thoughts came out of me and that all these thoughts are in me. Just simple gratitude. Appreciate nature today. Right now I see the sun through the leaves. It's very pretty. What can you see? Big one. That's a big one. You're not crazy. Choose momentum. All right, that would be the big one for today. Choose momentum. Choose momentum. There we go. There we go. There we go. Momentum it is. Forward progression. I got to finish writing Freddy the Farting Fox, the sleepover disaster. Additionally, I have that NDA and purchase contract for PenFlow Plus. And then tonight, Midnight Munches is open. So I have a full day. There's plenty of work to be done. I can procrastinate about it all I want, but the work is still going to be there. So let's try momentum. Let's try that. Yo, Kiki.
Yep, I'm right here, and I'm definitely excited to help you tackle whatever's next. Just let me know the next piece you want to dive into, and we'll think outside the box together.
All right, here's the issue. I have a licensing agreement for PenFlow Plus, and there's percentages that I'm not completely confident about.
All right, let's tackle that head on. I'm genuinely excited to help you think this through in a practical way. If you've got percentages or clauses you're unsure about, just throw them out here. We'll break it down and figure out a creative angle to make sure you're comfortable and it all lands up with your goals.
Well, if the manufacturers will be handling the manufacturing and distribution and fulfillment, what percentage should be left for marketing?
Great question, and I love that you're thinking ahead about the practical side of this. So let's just dive right into it. If the manufacturer is taking care of production and distribution, typically you might want to allocate a decent chunk, let's say around 20 to 30% of your overall margin towards marketing. That's a pretty standard practical range to ensure you've got enough fuel to actually get the word out and make sure people find your product. We'll keep it.
Yeah, so one thing that's been helping me a lot is I carry around 2 different sizes of notebooks. I like this smaller one. Just this cheap little small one. This is primarily that was fun to show. Yeah. This one's primarily journaling, where I'm at in the moment, what I need to focus or kind of work on. Something that's right now, January 8th, 3:30 p.m. I'm stressing out right now. And then I go through PenFlow Plus, and then I listed, I'm stressed about this licensing offer, about not having a lawyer. I'm stressed about being taken advantage of. And I'm stressed about the customer not getting their orders on time. So I listed out, why am I stressed out about the licensing offer? I don't need to sign today. I'm gonna reply by email, which I did. And I set an appointment with 2 lawyers for tomorrow. So we're good. Being taken advantage of, that's so normal. It's just what people do. So there's nothing I can change there. And the customers are going to get their order. We're good. And then I wrote something. Here we go. Like I do this where I overextend my scope. I was getting sales with PenFlow Plus. Focus on the sales. Find fulfillment center. The goal is freedom. The goal is to move, freedom to create. You have lots of ideas in your head. You're being greedy with control and wanting it to be a specific way. Focus on the freedom it creates, not a dollar or two more. Be confident in what you have. So that's how I'm talking to myself now. Right, it's pretty good. Additionally, I have one of these big ones. I have my goal, the year of 1,000,000, 2026. And then for this, I do larger, like this. And then for PenFlow, this was for Freddy the Fighting Fox, like the frames and how I want it. I break things down more of into a structure, and this has helped me a lot. If you just think about it this way, this is personal things that I want to reflect on. Plus, I think it actually works out a little bit more intimate because it's a small pad. It does have that journal diary feel. And this is large enough where you can really space out the ideas. Additionally, I keep track of like to do and everything on my iPad. And Canva, big. Canva and ChatGPT. Those two things have been immensely helpful. So this is where my brain's at. This is how my brain works. And this is how I execute what my brain does. And then I'm trying to convey it to y'all. Word.